Okay, so while one billionaire has his eyes on the sky, another billionaire has set his sights underground. Let's go check out Elon Musk's latest venture.
So, Elon Musk was travelling through traffic in Los Angeles one day and he felt that there was a better way to move people and vehicles around the city. So, one of the concepts he came up with was to simply drill beneath the city. Everyone thought that was a little bit of a joke at the time, but in true Elon Musk style, doesn't look like he is. My name's Matthew Griffin, I'm a futurist. I track a whole host of emerging technologies to help people understand what the future holds. The video that Elon put out shows lots and lots of cars driving around Los Angeles. Obviously, they're Teslas. Those Teslas go to marked bays, where the owners are then literally dropped into an elevator-style shaft and into subterranean tunnels that then whisk those cars pretty much anywhere in the city. You don't have to worry about, for example, surface traffic or surface infrastructure. If you dig a tunnel and it's 100 kilometres long and you stick something like a cargo hyperloop into that tunnel and it's travelling at Mach 1, you can get from one side of, a city or an area to the other very, very quickly. When we look at how we might be able to execute such an initiative, there are a number of challenges. For example, with London Crossrail, which is a £15 billion project, that involved 8 tunnel boring machines, or TBMs as they're known in the business. They weighed in at about 1,000 tonnes each. It's taken them 3 years, 70 million man-hours to complete that. Los Angeles is around 45 kilometres wide. In his concept video, he's put 16 tunnels together, which there's over 740 kilometres of tunnels that he'd need to dig. The fastest TBM machine that we've seen so far can bore at about 1 kilometre every month. So to put it into perspective, a lot of these TBMs bore at the speed of a snail. If he really wants to build a true underground network underneath Los Angeles, it could take anywhere between 7 to 10 years. When you have a look at the costs, digging what it looks like he might want to dig under Los Angeles could actually cost north of $38 billion. So, okay, he's got a lot of pocket change, but I'm not sure that he's going to be able to find all of that down the back of his sofa. If you want to move people efficiently around a city, then moving them 1 by 1, 2 by 2 in an automated underground tunnel network doesn't really seem the most practical or the most efficient way to do it, particularly when we start looking at some of the other emerging technologies and the other emerging trends that are coming down the line very, very soon. Today, when you have a look at sky taxis, flying cars, whatever you really want to call them, we've got the technologies there already. If you want to run a passenger drone service, then all you really need is the equivalent of a helipad and some charging stations. It's very easy to take them from Los Angeles, move them to San Francisco, to Seattle, to Chicago, to Toronto, to New York, to Miami. Whereas with a tunnel boring project, you've got to do it all over again. It's not really something that you can translate into every different type of geography.
We're just sort of muddling along. We have no idea what we're doing. I want to be clear about that.
I have this sneaky suspicion that his goal is actually Mars. Everything that he's doing is always gunning towards Mars and colonising Mars and making humanity an interplanetary species. Mars is an inhospitable planet. It has no breathable atmosphere. On the surface, it is incredibly cold, and there's a huge amount of radiation. So if you wanted to avoid radiation, and if you wanted to create a fully sealed, livable environment, tunnels are great. I'm still rather suspicious, basically, that he's got his sights on a particular round red object.